Hi friends, good morning to you. How are you all? Weather changing, so hopefully we get winter sooner than later. A lot of messages come in my Facebook from younger professionals which leave me in awe that how can you admire somebody the way you guys admire. You like my videos, you like my teachings, you like me personally, and most of these youngsters, chartered accountant professionals all over the country, they want to be like Sushil Verma. Well buddies, you have to be better than what I am. You have to be a better human being than I am. You have to be a far better professional than I have been. Other day, my own teacher S.C. Bhatia, in front of a gathering of 200 people in Bharat Masters, told me that what I am doing in my journey is unparalleled in the country or in the field of legal education. Well, that makes you very humble. Your humility comes out when your own teacher praises you like this. And I can only say thank you to God who gave me teachers like S.C. Bhatia sir. Well friend, you think I'm successful? Well, if you ask me in terms of material things, money, etc., yes I am. But to be a successful is a very hard process. It is not easy. You have to get up in the morning, select your task, finish it. Find time for your studies as a lawyer, as a professional. If you do not study, if you do not find time to update your knowledge and to explore new litigation spaces with new knowledge, you will be a Me Too chartered accountant or a lawyer. That is, you will also be one of us, like most of us are. You have to be there to be different. If you are a part of the crowd, you will never stand out. Be away from the crowd. Look visible. That's very difficult because we have a habit of following, not leading. As professionals, buddies, you have to create your own story. Write your own story. Don't do cut-paste copy of what somebody else do. You call me a great teacher. Well, DGST is a teacher. You know what is the role of a teacher? The way I understand, a teacher is no God. A teacher doesn't know more than you. The only function of a teacher, in my view, that he facilitates learning. That's what in DGST most of us do. We are trying to facilitate learning for the youngsters, for them to become good professionals, honest, hardworking, and to walk with chest and head up. A teacher does not give you anything. He only tells you what he knows you should know. What he knows, the way you should learn. So that's the function of teaching. DGST, 4 years plus. Well, the journey has been tough, rocky sometimes, but very solid. This journey, which we started, has not melted us in the enough heat it generated all over the country. We remain stubbornly optimistic. We remain unflinchingly courageous, and we are trying to improve our moral fiber so that our morality is not questioned, our integrity is not questioned, our dignity remains, and our self-esteem is not hurt. When you get into this mold of life, which I am, surely, fear does not touch you because you have gone through those stages, you have seen the hard days, you have seen the success on your own. It's not a cut-paste copy. It is not a TV real star situation. It is a situation you self-made for you, for your family, for your city, for your country, for your profession. Hope is the biggest solace for this profession. You cannot get up in the morning and say, I'll make 10 lakh rupees, I'll get 10 writ petitions, 10 appeals. It is your choice of what you want to do. The choice will make you successful or unsuccessful. You may make some money by our dirty deals, but that never gives you success. Carrying dirty money home will you make home very dirty. You will have to pay the price for it. So learn to be very hopeful. Hope creates situations which are very optimistic, which are God-pleasing. And that is how the whole world lives on hope. Hope creates trust. And trust creates belief in yourself. Therefore, the one word which I have firmly enshrined in my personality, I believe in my abilities. I learn. As younger professionals, please do not ever hesitate to seek help, to seek second opinion. You should have the courage to admit that you do not know everything. Therefore, people like S.C. Bhatia sir, Kapil Sibal, Harish Salve, or if you include me in a very modest way, Sushil Verma, please feel free. Have the courage to admit that you need to know this further. But if you do not have the courage to admit your inability to learn, well, you cannot rise. Why do you go to gurus? Gurus don't give you anything. God doesn't give you anything. You go to them to learn, to enlighten, to get enlightened yourself of things which you think they know better than you. Therefore, be courageous to admit. And if you are running towards knowledge seeking, don't stop. That knowledge, enlightenment may be a step away. So if you stop, you have a problem. Never ever get addicted to Zoom meetings, Zoom lectures, Zoom learnings. I think once you start getting addicted to it, you ridicule your knowledge. You can never learn by Zoom meetings. You can never ever learn by digital seminars. People charge you money. I'm sure your learning is not even 5%, I guarantee you. After you leave that laptop, you remember nothing. Learn physically. Start relearning, handwriting your notes. I do even today. If you come in my office, you will see more than 30-40 notebooks of this year where I have written whatever I have done. I make notes. So go back to the conventional learning. This COVID-19 donation to us of digital learning has already killed one generation. For last almost 7-8 years, these students have got addicted to laptops, iPads. They don't handwrite. They simply watch their teachers on TV. No, that's not the way to learn. We lawyers and other professionals are going through a broken education model system where the teachers may not know much because they may have been appointed politically, appointed without merits. You have to be careful. The education system, in my view, in this country, in our field, is not to be evolved. There has to be revolutionized. This has to be revolutionized. You have to create a revolution of education where all seniors should share their knowledge, should hold these seminars the way we do in DGST without costing any burden on the youngsters. This is our job. This is our duty to our profession. I appeal to all senior lawyers in the bar, in Delhi or all over the country to spare at least 3-4 hours a week to hold a physical seminar. Their name sells. A lot of youngsters will come to hear you, and you will be doing a wonderful duty to the profession and to the country, because the education system we have in this country, I think, is totally broken. I have no hope because it cannot evolve and forget creating a revolution. Therefore, it is our job. You need people, you need youngsters to grow. And they cannot grow, and they should not grow unless they are hardworking, they are willing to grill, to know the subject, and they are transparent, and they are fairly honest. That's very important. And if you lack these 4 qualities, well, things are not going to work for you. Making some money does not make you ever a good professional. Money can be earned by illegal means, so that does not make your success a legitimate success. Create your success which is legitimate, which you own. That is very important. Therefore, get up in the morning. If you can believe me, I get up at 3:45, go for my walk for 2 hours. When I come back, I go through whatever new things have happened yesterday. I update myself. And many times I make a video, not for the sake of it, not for my marketing, not for showing up, I know better than you, just to ensure that my youngsters are updated on that knowledge. They are the first to know from me in my own way that what you do today, keep this in mind. And friends, finally, before I close, let fear never touch you. Let hope never go from your mind. You may be afar, doesn't matter, but keep updating your life, personally, professionally, academically, and spiritually. A professional not only has to be very good in his craft, but also has to be superb in his wisdom, in his character. And therefore, to be a very successful person, do not forget these elements in your personality. Never be a part of crowd. The crowd will give you nothing. You can do gossiping, you do ha ha ha, cut jokes. That's a part of life, you should do. But when you are a professional, value your time. Your time is very important. Do not waste time at all, because the time will teach you something which this crowd will not teach you. Therefore, the DGST group for last 4 years plus, done 106 or 7 sessions, is a journey which is very self-fulfilling. And for my own team, I must tell them that do not come out with a problem. Do not sophisticatedly tell me why something could not be done. That is why I always come up with a solution. If you cannot, I will do it. That's what the world needs, people, where you think you not only you know a problem, you can solve it yourself. That is what, as professionals, you must say. And when you talk to your client, do not sell a false hope. If you do not know that subject, you cannot handle this, don't be overconfident because you have not done. Either you first learn and do it, or you say, okay, you will seek help of a senior to get this job done. So let your client know this and value your money. Do not be a plastic debt holder. Do not try to buy things which you don't require at a particular age. Keep your money safe. We lawyers have no pensions. We don't have any PFs. Therefore, whatever money you make, keep it for a rainy day. And I wish most of us have a teacher like S.T. Bhatia sir. Most of us have friends like Rakesh Garg, Rajesh Jain, and most of us in our states, in our bar associations, have informal groups like DGST. God bless you. Thank you.